Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Russian large-scale offensive is already underway, so it already started, and this is according to Ukrainian media outlets, which we have to believe because they are telling the truth and they are on the side of the good. So we have no reason to deny or mistrust the news. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine, which is an authorized media outlet of the Ukrainian government, and this is the title. The title reads, Russia's new large-scale offensive already underway. Ukrainian official says. This is the New Voice of Ukraine from February 9th, 2023 at 2:19 p.m. Eastern Time. And we had earlier this morning this article from Ukrainska Pravda, the same, another approved article and media outlet it's approved and okayed by the Ukrainian government. And this one reads, Russia prepares thousands of tanks and armored vehicles and hundreds of fighter jets for offensive. This was, again, today, 9th of February 2023 at 42 a.m. So that's 1 o'clock a.m. Now we go down here and these guys give us a number, at least of how many tanks, how many armored vehicles and so on Russia prepared. That's 1,800 tanks, 3,950 armored vehicles, 2,700 artillery systems, 810 multiple rocket launch systems, 400 fighter jets, and 300 helicopters ready for a new offensive operation in Ukraine. So this is the foreign policy citing a Ukrainian military official, speaking on condition of anonymity. So this is what they are preparing, what they prepared then at this time, according to this guy. So we go back to the article that confirms that Russia's new scale offensive already began. So let's read it. Podolyak, oh my God, now Podolyak is a trustworthy guy here. He's not like me or anybody like, these guys. Podolyak said that today large-scale active hostilities continue in Luhansk and Donetsk oblasts. This is, and I'm quoting Podolyak, this is the offensive everyone was expecting, he said, and I'm quoting, it has already begun. The advisor noted that while the Russian invasion never stopped, the pressure on specific sections of the front would ebb a flow with Moscow's forces receiving reinforcements from freshly mobilized troops. According to Bloomberg, Russian dictator Vladimir Putin expects that a new offensive of the invading Russian forces in February-March 2023 will allow the invaders to seize the initiative from the armed forces of Ukraine. At the same time, he is determined to continue war against Ukraine for many years. So, and this is what this guy says according to, this is the offensive everyone was expecting. It has already begun. I'm quoting this guy, and this is the advisor Podolyak, which we know Podolyak is. So, this is Luhansk and Donetsk, where they said that the Russian offensive already started. Luhansk area, Donetsk, this is the Donbass. But this, according to this map, which was on the 6th of February, this is the areas where it's contested area. And the arrows right here are likely axis of advance. Pam pam. Actually, exactly this. The Russians are advancing according to the first article that I mentioned, and that is right here. Let me do it like this. Pam pam. So here is where they say, Podolyak said that today's large-scale active hostilities continue in the Luhansk and Donetsk oblasts. So these are right here. And let's see who Podolyak is. This is Podolyak, the advisor. Okay, so we got a face to a name, and we got the area where the invasion, according to him, the big invasion, the big large-scale attack, according to Ukrainians, started, right? Now, I don't know if this is, how should I put it? Anyway, I don't know. It's from the New Voice of Ukraine. It's not from, you know, Sputnik or anything like that. This is what they say. And again, this one with the Russia prepares thousands of tanks. This is from earlier today. I made a video on this with all these numbers, and it seems like the Russians mobilized more than 300,000 people, that they did their little mobilization in what, September, October 2022. Supposedly that still is ongoing, and the Russians, again, according to the Ukrainians, mobilized another 500,000 people. Now, I don't know if this is a kind of a panic in order to create panic, so the Western countries speed up the delivery of weapons. The problem is, again, according to the free mass media and the Ukrainians, which is still free mass media, all this military equipment that will be delivered to Ukraine, which is tanks, aircraft, which is fighter jets, and long-range missile systems, they all, and Patriot, nobody says anything about the Patriot systems, all they require training, a lot of training for the Ukrainian, whoever is going to operate that, if you know what I mean. And that's a lot of Ukrainians all around Europe and in the United States of America, I think even in, I don't think it's in Canada as well, but who are trained at this moment. I know that's 100 of them, at least what they said, in the state of Oklahoma, in the United States of America, they are training to operate the Patriot systems. Supposedly you need about 6 months, but they say the Ukrainians will be capable of operating them perfectly in maybe, I don't know, 2 days or something. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. And the same thing with the airplanes, with the fighter jets. You need training with that. HIMARS, the Ukrainians needed training, but they were just like this delivered. Somehow, you know, I will mention a retired U.S. military Colonel Douglas McGregor, who said that, he said, oh, like 6 months, 7 months ago, he said that he thinks that those HIMARS are not actually operated by who they say they're operated, because according to him, that a lot of training is necessary for those units, and he said the Ukrainians did not have time to learn that in 2 weekends. Now, I don't know, we don't know yet. We will find out after the war, obviously. And as of now, the great how should I put it, the second invasion or offensive, it's underway, according to Podolyak. And hey, he should be trusted. This is a reliable source, because, you know, this kind of news outlet is the one that would not tell us anything that's not accurate. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.